Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I uploaded on my channel, but school is making me a little bit more busy than I had anticipated this semester. But coming up on a break, so I got the chance to go ahead and make a video for you. And I apologize for any background music. I'm in the basement of my house. That's the only place I can record a video. So again, I apologize for that. But what I wanted to do today was showcase how I turned this LEGO Republic fighter tank into my slightly modified version. And so what I did with this version, the first obvious thing is the cannon. I wanted it to be reminiscent of the older style Star Wars Battlefront 2 tank rather than the newer style, because I prefer the older style. So obviously this one has no cannon. I added a cannon to this one, but I also made the hull hatch completely flush with this slope right here, and it's a very simple fix. I'm surprised the designers didn't do it themselves, but yes, this one is flush. As you all know, this one cannot fully close. No matter what you try to do, there will always be a gap, and it just does not look good. And the second thing is that here there's a gap, and it looks like you might be able to fit a figure there, but no figure can fit there. Whereas with my version, I got rid of that gap, and a clone trooper can easily fit in this space right here. So, first what I'm going to do, put this one to the side. Well, no, sorry, put this one to the side. And then I'm going to show you the pieces that will be needed for this modification. So these are the pieces. These pieces are for the hull, and these pieces are for the cannon. These pieces are not color specific because they will be hidden within the set, or within the build. I just got colors that match the set because I had them, so I was like, why not? These colors, I would suggest that you get them in these colors. Some of them don't really matter too much, but for the majority, I would suggest you get them in gray and white, simply because they're outside of the tank. It's the cannon, and it's very visible, so it would look strange if the colors didn't match. So I recommend you get these colors for these pieces, but these pieces you could honestly get any color that you would like. So I'm gonna start with the whole hatch. I'm gonna open this up. So first thing that you're gonna want to do is, I would prefer to clear this out. I don't like all this here. The tile doesn't really make any sense. I'm not sure if I can grab it. Let me grab mine. There we go. I just shot myself with the missile. Okay, well, I would just take that tile out because you can fit, there we go. You can fit a clone trooper behind the pilot if you just remove that tile. Pretty simple there. Next, this stopper right here, which prevents the hatch from closing all the way, like so. all you need to do is lower it one plate. So just remove these like this with this under part here, and we're just going to put them under. We're just going to put them under the 2x4, or sorry, 1x4. You do not need this piece. This piece is to better secure these pieces to the roof, but it is not necessary. Just don't push down too hard on this one. So we're just going to. This is a lot more difficult than I thought to do. We're just gonna attach it up like that, like so. So it's one plate down. You can see it's just lowered by one plate, and then when you close this up like so, it's nice and flush, completely flush. And then even if this part can slide up and down like that, just because that's how it was built. It looks better up here, but even if it's pulled down, it is still flush. So you might want to get this one color specific, simply because you can still see a little sliver of it. But it doesn't matter if it's gray or white or lime green or dark red or whatever. So now we're going to work on this part. These pieces right here are for when the clone trooper stands. You could stand up in this hatch like so. But what he can also do is, if you raise the level of this up, he can also just sit there and another clone trooper can sit right there. He doesn't really need to stand, he can sit. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take this out just because we have access to it. Okay. Put these back on. Because, and then you don't really need this here because there's going to be a cannon there. So you could place that there for the driver. Give the driver some controls because they did not give any controls. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the hatch with all the round part, all the half circle right there. Go ahead and take off both of these cannons, put them to the side. Okay, so now what we're looking at here is this 3-tiered structure. You're going to want to remove the top 2 pieces and the bottom 2. You don't want that removed. And the bottom 2 pieces. Okay. Of these 2 pieces, you're going to want to take the white part and just put it where the arch used to be. Okay, and then you could put the black piece right back on top. These you cannot use them here simply because it would make the pilot or the gunner too tall. So what you want to do is you need this 1 or 2 by 6. Okay. And then you're going to put 2 1x2s so that when you stack it together, it's the same size as a brick. Like so. So you have something like that. And then when you place it on here, like so, the platform is not up here, instead it's 2 places lower, and this is where the gunner will sit. So you can go ahead and put these 2 arch pieces to the side with the rest of these pieces, and then we are going to our best to put this together. Okay, so you got your hatchet. Oops. Put that side there. Okay. Just put that back on. Like so. Go ahead and put your cannons back on. Okay. So now from the outside it looks like absolutely nothing has changed because these cannons are covering up that area, but there's now room for a clone trooper. I can demonstrate. Clone trooper can fit if you just angle him slightly like that. It's easier if you lay him flat, place his legs on the platform right there, and then just angle him up, and he fits in there just fine. So that is the second modification. Now, we are going to move on to the cannon. So we're going to pull this up, and you can see here, again, that there's plenty of room for a trooper to sit in. He does not have to stand, he can sit here and it will look just fine. But we're first going to start with pieces of the cannon. Here they are one more time. Okay. So to get the cannon up to level, you're going to need a 1x2. Put a centered plate jumper piece right here on top. And then we're going to place this where the control panel used to be. And they're just like that. Okay. So now to build the cannon, to build the gun part, you're going to need a cylinder piece and a Technic piece, and this will give the laser cannon's barrel. Okay. You're going to place this on a wheel piece with no tire. Okay, so this is the main cannon here. Then this is the guard, or the shield plating. You're going to place the jumper on the top portion there, and then go ahead and place that and the little wheel right on there. So this is the laser cannon with the shield plating, and this is where the clone will look through right there. Okay, so now this part is really easy. You're just gonna put a T-pin or a T-bar and one of these pieces. Okay. So now, just so that the cannon can stand upright, I'm going to place this cylinder right there. Now we're just going to connect that stud to the circle there. Just like that. Okay. So now you have your cannon with the guard, or with the handlebar. And all you're going to do is place it right in there. The guard sits just barely right above there, and it can spin just like so, as long as it is connected. Okay. So, this is the final build. Again, you can have that. What you can do is, if you want it to look like the other one, you literally just take the cannon off, close it back up. It's a simple modification. If you want this cannon off, the clone trooper can sit there. If you want this on, the clone trooper can stand. He's got his hands right there where the handlebars are. You can attach them if you want. Can't do that with one hand. But he looks right through the guards, just like that. He's ready to go and blast some droids with his cannon. Okay. So, this is the final build. I hope you guys liked it. These were just some simple modifications to make this clone trooper fighter tank even better. So, yeah, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave me a like and comment on this, because I do this type of modifications with many sets. So if you would like to see how I modify most of my sets, just go ahead and let me know. I have a crap ton of sets. So yeah, thanks for watching.